new computer. New camera, new computer, new life. Maybe. It is Tuesday, January 20th, 2009. Welcome to Weight Loss Losers. Welcome to the first Why week. My topic that I chose, I really wanted to talk about is why water is important to weight loss. I know people are always harping on you lose weight by drinking water. If you don't drink your water, you're never going to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. But it really is true, and water is so freaking important for you. So I'm just going to tell you why, and then hopefully you'll believe me and drink your water. The key superficial reason why water is really important is water is a natural appetite suppressant. You've probably heard drink a glass of water before a meal, you'll eat less. Well, it's true. And actually, the body cannot differentiate between hunger pains and thirst pains. We get better at noticing it once you've lived a long time with a properly hydrated and fed body. But until you get used to that balance, which takes a long time, I'm not even there yet, and I've been doing this a year, it's really difficult to tell, and most people cannot differentiate the two, which means that you could be thirsty and most likely are thirsty when you feel hungry. And hunger is something we have to appreciate and treat, otherwise we're not feeding ourselves properly. But when you are hungry, the best thing to do is first go have a glass of water. If that after 10 or 15 minutes does not make the hunger pains subside, then you really are hungry. But otherwise, you're really just thirsty and your body is crying out for water. When you're dehydrated, a lack of water consumption will lead to overeating because you're constantly feeling like hungry / empty inside. And what do a lot of us eat for? To fill the empty feeling. So drinking water actually makes us feel fuller, longer, and more satisfied, which will lead to eating less. And the second reason, and the most important reason, I'm going to go into the science a bit, but basically it's because you burn more fat when you drink water. So of all the reasons to drink water, if you are properly hydrated, you burn way more fat than when you're dehydrated. Basically, this all comes down to metabolism. Metabolism means a processing of the food and nutrients in the body. But when we talk about metabolism in the weight loss sense, almost 100% of the time we're talking about the metabolism of fat, which is done by the liver, which is an organ inside of your body. The liver has many functions, but one of its main functions is to turn stored fat into energy. So the liver takes the fats and it turns them into energy, which you can then burn off, which is how you lose weight. However, the liver does a ton of stuff, and one of its functions is also to take up the slack when the kidneys are not working so well. The kidneys require a lot of water to operate, like a lot. You need to be really properly hydrated in order for your kidneys to work properly. So when your kidneys are dehydrated, what happens is that what the kidneys should be doing is instead done by the liver. And when the liver is bogged down with all of the work from the kidneys, it cannot burn as much fat. So when you're dehydrated, your kidneys work less, which means your liver is overloaded, which means less fat burning. So if you drink the proper amount of water, then everything works perfectly, and the liver actually can burn more stored fat, and you lose weight. So especially if you're getting close to goal and you're not seeing the last bits of fat coming off of your body, really look at your water intake, because your hydration level is going to play a vital role in burning off stored fat. So now that we understand, primarily water helps you with eating less and burning fat. And the better you are at drinking your water and the more hydrated you keep your body, the more you will eat less and burn more fat, and therefore become slim much more rapidly than you would otherwise. Which I think is just awesome. Some final thoughts. Let's see. When you first start drinking the proper amount of water, you're going to notice that you pee a lot. Like not just kind of a lot, but a hell of a lot. And the reason for that is that your body stores up water. So when you start drinking a lot, the body goes, hey, we have water. And it's not only letting out the water that you're drinking, which should naturally be flowing through your body, but it's also letting out all the stored water. So you pee all the time. And also, your bladder is not used to holding and processing that much liquid. So the two things going on there's going to be a week or two, sometimes even 3, where you pee all the time. But it will pass, you will overcome, and eventually you will pee normally with the increased water consumption. What is the amount of water you should drink? Most of us know the formula. If you don't, this is it. You take your weight, whatever your weight is, you divide in half, roughly, and that number is the amount of ounces of water you should drink a day. Using myself as an example, I weigh roughly 170 pounds. Divided by 2 is 85. I should be drinking 85 ounces of water a day. Not 85 pounds, don't get confused. That's just how you get the number, your weight divided by 2. And finally, anything but pure water is not going to hydrate you the way water will hydrate you. Pure water, carbonated water, water with a little bit of lemon in it, lemon is good, and tea, if it's decaffeinated tea, you can get away with counting it as water. But even tea is moving away from water and into another sort of fluid. So water is really where it's at. So I hope that this helped you in some way. I hope you are drinking your water, and I hope that you lose weight and start burning that fat because you're drinking all the proper water. Good luck. We'll see you next week on Tuesday. Stay tuned tomorrow for Lauren.